morning, it's Kristie with AG Takes Over. I pretty much just rolled out of bed, and the rest of the house is stirring, so I'm going to make this kind of quick, mainly because I've been too busy to film it lately. But I have a box here that contains a doll. She just came back from the hospital, and I've been waiting to make a video, which is not my style. Usually I just rip into things, but I wanted to give you a story on this one. Because it might be relevant to you. So Nora is a CYO that I created about a year ago, I think, ish, maybe a little more. And she's beautiful. I love her so much. She's only the second CYO that I've ever made for myself. And the first one, it took a while and some finessing, and I like her, but I don't love her in the same way. Nora was instant. I opened the box and I was like, yes, this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I hoped for. I put her in a Maple Lee outfit. By the way, it's definitively Maple Lee. I have gone back and forth Maple Lee and Maple Lee. Different Canadians have told me different things. Somebody sent me a clip of the founder of the company, like a 3 or 4 minute YouTube video, and the founder said Maple Lee. So end of discussion. For me, it will forever be Maple Lee because I heard it from the horse's mouth. So anyway, I bought a Maple Lee outfit called the Mooncakes in Toronto. Mooncakes over Toronto. Mooncakes something Toronto. Mooncakes preposition Toronto outfit. Here's a picture of it. And put it on her. She looked amazing. Left her in that for a while. Blaine from Displain also put one of his, oddly enough, Addie Mold CYOs also in the same outfit, and we both had our dolls in there for a while. And then I was working on making another video and doing a bunch of outfit changes for the dolls, and I grabbed Nora and put her in this other outfit, and I noticed staining on her arms. And I was like, has she been in anything else? No, that's the only thing she's been in. She's been in that Mooncakes outfit for a couple of months, like maybe 2 months. And so I messaged Blaine, hey, I know you have a CYO in this same outfit. Check her arms for me. And he did, and he said, yep, they're stained. He's already commented about this on his video. I just wanted to give you the, how did things work out? Because I think his approach was a little bit like, that's my doll's new permanent outfit, so I don't really mind. And I change my dolls frequently, so I definitely mind. And so I reached out to Maple Lee to ask them, hey, what do you want to do about this? Because I can send her into the doll hospital for limb replacement, but they're not going to make it a free fix because it's not their outfit that caused the problem. They did that for free for us with our Sonali when the Diwali outfit stained her arms, but they're not going to do it for another company's outfit. So it took them a while to get back to me. That was a little frustrating. I had to reach out a couple times and be like, hey. And when they got back to me, they said, here's the thing. It's not that we were putting you off. One, we were in the final stages of getting our catalog together, and so we were really busy with that. But also, we were just stumped. We have rigorous quality control. We put the outfits on dolls for a minimum of 2 months before we start sending them out to people. We have never had this happen, and we hadn't heard any complaints about it. And then 2 people, within the span of 2 days, are telling us this happened to their dolls. And they were like, we think it's the thread, which I had told them, I think it's the thread in the gray jacket. And they were like, the only thing we can think of is American Girl doll arms are a bit thicker, bigger in circumference than Maple Lee doll arms, which is decidedly true. And maybe that extra thickness means that the material is kind of sitting on there a little snugger, a little tighter, which increases the risk of dye transfer. Not across the board in all clothes, but if there was dye in there that was going to transfer, they might not have been seeing it happen on the Maple Leaf dolls because the fabric was kind of like loosely on there. But with the American Girl dolls, it's a little snugger, which totally makes sense. It does make sense. So, one, what to do going forward. I have to think about that. And then two, like, the more specifically what to do about that doll. So they said, try baking soda paste. I did. I knew that wasn't going to work. It didn't, but you know, I'll do what you asked me to. And then they suggested doing Oxy. I don't know if you watched a video that I did a while back, but a lab has brought up a claim saying that they have concerns about the breakdown that happens in the Oxy products releasing carcinogens into the air. They are suggesting a recall, and the FCC hasn't decided one way or the other. Am I a fearmonger? No. Do I want everybody to panic? No. Am I personally choosing to pause my use of Oxy treatment just for a little bit until we find out one way or the other what the FCC decides, until another lab looks into it, until we have more information? Yes. So when they suggested you could do the Oxy treatment, I was like, I don't want to. And it seems a little bit like, I know most people are not in that boat about the Oxy treatment, but I was like, I personally am just out of an abundance of caution, just pausing it. Also, and this is like equally a big point, I paid over $220 for that doll. Like, that's not even one that I used rewards on, because there was kind of a backdoor to get a doll that still had bangs, and I wanted to jump on it while I could. So there wasn't a points multiplier going on. I didn't use rewards. Like, I paid full price for her, which is kind of a big deal for me. And I don't want her to have been treated. Like, I just want her perfect. I want her in the condition that I bought her in and that I have kept her in. And on principle, like, I didn't want to have to do the work to fix a problem that I didn't create. And they said, well, you can send her to us and we can do that treatment. I was like, even less. No, I'm not sending Nora to you to like play around with the acne treatment. No. So it's like, what I really want is to send her into the hospital for new limbs. And I think that should be on your dime. And they said, it's kind of complicated for us to pay American Girl for that. What about this? You send the doll into the hospital. When they get there and you get the email receipt that says your doll's been checked in, send that to me and we will give you a credit. So the exchange rate, like, it's $50, I think, to get new limbs. And so that equaled 68 Canadian. So they said, we'll give you a credit for 68 Canadian. And I was like, that's fair. If there was nothing else I wanted from Maple Leaf, that would not be a fair solution. But there is, so that's fine. I already have some outfits that I'm keeping in mind. I'm just kind of waiting to see if one thing comes back in stock. But, so yeah, I wanted to share that, one, because I want you to be aware. So things you might do are do a vinegar water wash before you put clothes on, especially if they're like longer sleeved, darker, any threads or fabric is darker that's from Maple Leaf, because it is going to sit more snugly on an American Girl doll's arms. You could do that. You could avoid certain colors or certain kinds of outfits and just stick with like shorts, and you know, they've got like a cute pink sleeveless dress that I'm sure is not going to do any damage. So you could be selective in which ones you buy. You could treat them before you put them on. You could keep them on for very short periods of time, or you could put something on underneath them. Like, I can find a very thin long sleeve shirt and put it on underneath that jacket probably. So those are the 4 suggestions that I have. My suggestion isn't don't support Maple Leaf, because I think their products are really good. And even though they were a little bit slow in getting back to me, I think that the solution that they offered was fair. I think the explanation is probably spot on. And so I also wanted to share that. Like, 1, if you buy clothes from Maple Leaf, I want you to be mindful of this. 2, I am not recommending don't support them. I'm satisfied with the ownership they took in it and their solution. And 3, I wanted to open her up. And 4, while I'm at it, because we requested that she make sure they put the newest hospital gown on her, we now have one of all of the hospital gowns. So I thought, fun little bonus footage. I'll show you all 4 of them and talk about when they were out. So Grace peeked at her, and I mean, the face is the biggest thing, right? Like, and it's still her head, so she's gonna be fine. I'm not nervous about this. Like, I'm not gonna fake nervous to like manufacture drama for a video. She should be perfectly fine, because they didn't do anything to her face. But if you have never seen Nora, oh my gosh, are you in for a treat? So even though it's now called the Doll Care Center, the box still says Doll Hospital. I don't know if they have made Doll Care Center boxes yet. But yeah, still says Doll Hospital. I don't know if they're planning on just using all these up, because I'm sure they have a bunch of them. They did put a ribbon in her hair, which didn't come in her hair. She has earrings. She was sent in with those earrings. So they didn't give her earrings that she didn't already have. So she has her certificate of good health, which is now different. It says the American Girl Care Center. Certificate of good health. Nora is ready to return home and slowly resume all regular activities. I prescribe plenty of rest for 1 week, plus an extra dose of TLC to be administered at least twice daily. Dr. Les, doctor in charge. I'm going to have to go find one of the older, or somebody comment in the comments, you're probably faster at it than I am, one of the older ones, because I feel like that little blurb is different. I don't remember it saying, like, plenty of rest for a week, slowly resume all activities, TLC twice daily. I don't remember that. That's super cute. If I have heard that before, I don't know. I've completely forgotten. And this is trademarked 2023. So these are new. Oops. Well. And then I think the Big Hugs thing is the same, but it does say American Girl Care Center on the back of it. So they usually get some kind of get well card on the back. It says Care Center, so that's been updated. And then on the inside, all it says is from your friends at American Girl. So big hugs from your friends at American Girl. And then I'm gonna take this thing out of her hair. I'm like, why just one? Whatever, I'll do it later. So limbs obviously are new, and I think that means she got all new limbs, like her legs as well, even though her legs were fine. But she's got her little hospital socks that are slipping off. Whatever. Anyway, this is the new hospital gown. It doesn't have an American Girl logo on it anywhere that I can see. And it has just 2 Velcro tabs right here. So let's compare that with the most recent one. And by the way, I think the wiki is missing some information. So a lot of us use the American Girl wiki for all of our like stumper kind of questions. And it says that this next one is 2021 to present, but it's obviously not, because that's the present one. So I don't know if this was 2021 to 2024 or 2021 to 2023, but they obviously updated it, and the wiki hasn't been updated. Sorry about the... There we go. We'll just scoot over here because the light's doing weird things. There. So this one did have, obviously, big American Girl logo on it. And then had these 2. So it was available from 2021 to recently. Prior to that, we had this one, I believe, was, this one is called American Girl Hospital Gown 3. That one I just showed you is American Girl Hospital Gown 4. It's not in the wiki American Girl Hospital or Care Center or anything like that, Gown 5. But I would imagine that's what they're going to call the most recent one. Anyway, this one doesn't just say American Girl. It says American Girl Doll Hospital. And it was available from 2012 to 2021. So 9-year run. And again, 2 pieces of Velcro right back here. So the style so far hasn't changed since at least 2012. This one, same logo, American Girl Doll Hospital, different color and different style. So this one's got ties back here. And it was available, it is too early in the morning for this, from 2006 to 2012, so a 6-year run. And then the OG, we had this one and then we sold it, and when I realized we're gonna have all of them except for this one, we had to get it again. But this is the original one, the Pleasant Company Doll Hospital. Make sure that that's clear. There we go. This one looks the most like an old school or like a traditional nightgown with the like kind of muted neutral colors. It has the ties in the back. And this one was available from 1986 all the way to 2006. So it had a 20-year run. So there should be plenty of these in existence if you don't have one and you want one. I think it's kind of fun to have all of them. And we have over here the ambulance, and we have right next to it, like literally right here, a foam board room that I made and I've turned into a doctor's office for now. It's a pediatrician's office, but it's been a classroom and a daycare center and other things. My daughter and I play in there sometimes. But I was like, oh, well, since we have like all this medical stuff going on at this point in the American Girl doll play with my daughter, it would be fun to like inside the, hold on. We have this, our generation, like exam table. And inside here, inside that cabinet, I can put like fold and stack all the different iterations of the doll hospital gown. So that'll be fun. So that's all. I'm grateful that Maple Leaf handled it the way that they did, that American Girl took such good care of my girl. And yeah, I'm a happy camper. I just wanted to share it. 1, for the hospital gowns. 2, let's see Nora's cuteness. And 3, I do want people to be aware of and make kind of informed decisions, because I don't want that to happen to someone else when they're buying beautiful Maple Leaf outfits. All right, I will be back in less than a week. Probably the next video is going to be another one of the, so this one I believe is coming out on a Sunday. The next one will probably be another video from my Dressing My Dolls, like from the Color Wheel series. And I'll maybe put a link for that series on one side of here, and a video that YouTube has selected just for you on the other side. All right, take care. Have a great day.